What's up, everybody? Let's talk about 1H real quick. X to the 2/3, the bird graph. Notice I've written it in this equivalent form, the cube root of x squared, and I've also written it in this equivalent form, the square of the cube root function. They are all equivalent, doesn't matter which order you do it in, and for that very reason, you should choose the order that makes more sense to you, that's easier. When I want to think about what the shape of this graph looks like, I'm going to start by thinking about the cube root function. So let's go ahead. I know I have the point 0, 0. I know I also have the point 1, 1. But in order to make this fit, I am going to make my x scale go by 2's, and my y scale will go by 1's. So if I want to plot the point 1, 1, because I know the cube root of 1 is 1, I'm going to go over 1/2 tick mark and up a full tick mark. So right there, then -1 at -1 is going to be right there. And similarly, I know that the cube root of 8 is 2, so I'm going to go over 4 tick marks and up 2 because of my scale. And then same thing mirrored over will give me that point right there. Now this is just the cube root graph. That should not be anything fancy. That is simply cube root of x. But now I want to take that cube root graph and quite literally square all of the y values. I'm using the output of the cube root as the input to my square. So at 1, 1, I'm still at 1, 1 because 1 squared is 1. So that point is still there. At 8, 2, I'm going to keep that x value the same, but I'm squaring the y value. So instead of 2, I'm now up at 4 right there. Think about what happens to the left when I have all those negative y values. When you square them, they become positive. -1 squared is +1, and -2 squared is +4. So I actually get the bird graph that looks like that. Domain of this function is going to be all real numbers, so x in R. Interval notation, x is in the interval from -infinity up to +infinity. Range is just going to be all positive y values and 0. So set builder will give me y in R such that y is greater than or equal to 0. And then interval notation will give me y in the interval from bracket including 0 up to +infinity. And there you have it.